what's my checkout date?
The 5th of August.
5th of August? Okay.
You still have 15 days.
15 days, okay. Trying to think here. So there's a guy who's in front of room 105. Dude, I've literally had to call the police every single day for about 2 weeks now because they're out there smoking narcotics, selling narcotics, prostituting.
Yeah, so the guy on 104 is causing most of it. He's actually been told to move out, so he is moving out Monday. Let me look out there, see if I know who it is.
So there's a black man out there with some army shorts on. He said he works there. He works here.
Yeah, that's Charles. That's the one that's got to move out.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's the one that's moving out. He's causing a lot of this. Most of these people are coming to hang out with him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, he's out there smoking now, and they're literally out there smoking all day and night. Right
I
now,
only see the 2 people out there right now.
yeah, the black guy's in the white shirt with the hat
Yeah,
on.
he stays in room 104. That's
Okay.
where he lives at.
Yeah, so I've witnessed and heard them negotiating drug sales for random people pulling up here. And
Yeah, so we've called the cops on him multiple times. They haven't got caught yet, but like I said, we have already brought up this issue, and he is moving out Monday morning.
okay,
If not sooner than that.
another thing too, man, they're out there smoking all day long. Like I'm literally in my room with the door closed and the windows closed, and I could smell their smoke seeping into the room, morning, day, and
Yeah,
night.
103 is having the same problem. 103 is also filed complaints. She calls the cops on a regular basis.
And so there was a dog literally chained up outside the door in the room next door to mine, was barking hysterically like if someone was dying or something.
106.
And-
She's it's a service animal, and he gets distraught by the stuff going on like that outside.
Okay, it was a little khaki-looking Chihuahua.
Yeah.
The group that you're seeing right there, the 2 individuals, they have a black little dog sitting on their lap. The little khaki-looking Chihuahua was the one barking up right next to my room.
Yeah.
So I went outside. I said, "Hey man, whose dog is that?" He said, "I don't know. Call the cops." I'm like, "Call the cops? Why are you telling me to call the cops?" He said, "Don't talk to me. Call the cops." So then the lady whose dog it was came outside, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry. And he knew her by her first name, the owner of the dog.
Right.
So he's chastising me, you know what I'm saying, because I called the cops on him previously for smoking out there and making me sick. Kirk, I had to actually go to the hospital 3 days ago because of how much they're smoking outside my room. It gave me the coronavirus. I had to go to the hospital. They had to give me medication so I could get rid of the coronavirus. It was that bad.
Okay. Do you want me to get you a different room? Or, I mean, like I said, they're leaving Monday morning at the latest. So either you can kind of tough it out till then, call it. And I don't give you any hell if you need to call the cops. You need me to call the cops. That's something I will do and we can do. That's not a problem. But if it makes you more comfortable, I can see if I can get you a different room to move to. I know you probably like the room you're at right now.
To be honest with you, I'm
I just
trying
want to be able to make you comfortable. So
Yeah,
whatever you need me to do.
I'm trying to get some quality sleep. You know what I mean? First, I was across the street at 164.
Yeah.
I asked them to move me over here. They moved me to 107. The room was a little bit better, but they're out there doing the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm going to be here until about September, so I'm trying to weigh my options here. You know what I mean? I mean, is there a better room somewhere where all this isn't going on?
The hardest part is, man, is sometimes I can't always predict what's going to happen outside the room or who's going to invite who over. Or so as far as predicting a better room where it's quiet, it's kind of hard to do.
Well, I mean, what rooms do you have available? What areas? I mean, the room that they have me in at 164 is right on Front Street. The room I'm in now, 107, is right on Front Street. And it looks like, you know, they're in the area where it's kind of secluded, so they feel more comfortable to bring the drug transactions there and the prostitutes and all that. I mean, I'm sure if you got a room right in front of the office somewhere, they're not going to do that right in front of the office.
Well, see, they're pretty much right here by the office. That's the thing. My boss is watching them on camera at all times. So he's seeing them out there. He's seeing what's going on.
Yeah, but he's not smelling that smell that they're constantly smoking. You know, he's not literally on the edge of catching emphysema and having a panic attack from what he's inhaling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever infection they've got in their lungs, they're blowing it out into my room.
All right. So let's see here. What would they get?
They're out there coughing and spitting, and it's disgusting, man. He's telling me, he said, yeah, go to the office and tell them, call the cops. Like he's threatening me. You know what I mean? Like and trying to intimidate me or something.
Believe me, I'd love to go out there and tell him a few things about himself myself, but my boss wants a smooth transition for him to get out of here, so I'm not supposed to go out there and confront him about anything myself personally.
I could understand that from a business perspective. He's literally, intimidating me, saying, I work here, call the cops. Go to the office and tell them. I'm like, you're the one out here helping these people sell drugs and buy drugs, and you got drug mules, old white people out here, you know what I'm saying, buying drugs for random people. You out here looking at this and smoking with them, and you telling me to call the cops? Like, what is this dude? What is his intentions?
All right, I'm trying to build a list as well, so I can see what else I have.
And the women are opening up the doors. I'm sorry, Miss Wanda. I'm sorry, Miss whoever. I'm like, who is this dude? What is this dude trying to do? Dude's purposely trying to give me an infection? Literally, the room 106 next door to mine, they had people knock on my door as if I was who they were looking for.
But they were looking for her.
Yeah, but they wanted the drugs out of room 106. But they told them to knock on my door because they knew I was gonna get upset and call the cops. So somebody knocked on my door and said, "Hey, somebody just stole $20 from me." I said, "What?" And she was a little skinny little black girl, she like a strung out prostitute, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And then, so I noticed there was a guy, because I saw them through the peephole, was a guy who knocked on my door with her. And then he walked to the room next door, and she started yelling at him, saying, "Hey, you took my $20, give me my $20 back," like that. And I looked out here, I said, "Y'all smoking drugs out here again?" And she said, "Yes." And then 106 opened the door and they let her in. I'm like, what the hell are these people doing? And then, so I called the cops, you know what I mean? Because I didn't know what their intentions were, or if they might have tried to retaliate because I stepped in, you know what I mean? I don't know what type of, intentions these drug dealers have, you know what I'm saying? So I called the cops just for my safety. And they're all out there doing this together. The guy who's claiming he's working there, the woman who's staying in that room right there. I'm like, what? Like, what are these people doing?
Yeah. Man, I don't know what's going on my computer right now. I am trying. I might have to reboot it. See if that helps. He went inside for the moment.
And literally, there's a group of Spanish people that were in one of the rooms next to mine, and they overheard what we were talking about when I called the police, and they came outside in Spanish saying, "Yeah, they're out here selling and smoking flakka." They said it right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they know exactly what's going on too. But I mean, they're more than likely they're probably immigrants or something. They don't want to call the cops. They're just going to work every day or something.
Yeah.
And the dude that's saying he's working here, what was his name again?
His name's Charles.
Charles. So when I called the cops on room 106, he came back after the cops left, and he knocked on room 106 and was trying to find out, if the cops caught him or not. He was like talking to him all like soft and shit, you know what I mean? Because he was obviously working with him, and he was like, he was saying, he was asking him, did they catch him? Da, 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 like that. And the guy in room 106 who was selling that drug, was like, "No, they didn't catch him. Good, thanks. Good for looking out. Thanks for looking."
It's funny because it's supposed to be a lady living in 106.
The cops knocked on their room today asking about a child that's been missing for a week. That they have, that they have something to do with that. And so investigators came and knocked on the door today. But that guy Charles, literally, when he saw me looking out the window after the cops left the other day, he knew I was looking out the window, and he immediately, tried to act all professional. "Oh, hey, yeah, so I'm just wondering, did you need any towels?" I'm like, what the fuck?
At nighttime, should be none of his concern once he clocked up.
So is there a section in the hotel here where there's no people that smoke? Cause that's the biggest concern too. You know?
Well, see, unfortunately, we do have smoker rooms on each side and on each level. So there are some smoker rooms, and then even the non-smoker rooms, people step outside to smoke. I can't, like I said, that's one thing I can't control is people smoking. I wish I could control people smoking drugs or not, but I can only do so much myself up here. I have been getting a lot of people trespass. I don't know if you've seen a lot less traffic lately.
Yeah, in the past.
I have, like last week, I had like 8 people trespass myself.
Yeah, there's
I've
a
been
lot.
on top of it. I've been trying to clean it up.
Yeah, I know that for a fact.
I'm only one person.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. I've been trying to help you too, man. I mean, it's one after another. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, they've got a friend coming over to drink a beer and, you know, talk about what they did at somebody's birthday party. It's every single day, several times a day. You know what I mean? And it's all $5, $10. Sounds like $5, $10, $20 transactions. Man, they nickel and dime, and they're causing, because they want to make a $5 or $10 transaction, they're causing me to have an infection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what they don't understand is they feel like they're making $5 or $10 off of drug transactions more important than a person's health who is literally feet away from them. You understand?
Yeah, there has to be an inconsiderate.
There's kids out there playing, you know, while they're doing that, while they're smoking. I could hear the kids out there, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, how are these people, you know, feeling that it's okay to do that? Like, what is empowering them to think that they're gonna be able to do that and get away with it and nobody's gonna complain? Like, that's insane. It's as if they just want 3 hots in a cot. You know what I'm saying? It's as if they want to go to jail because they know that they'll be given 3 meals and a place to sleep and shower.
Right.
He's out there calling me all kind of nigger and cracker. I'm like, hey man, why are you telling me to call the police? He said,
It's the lady 103. He tells her that when she comes up the door too, because she's called the police on him recently a bunch of times too.
and I'm like, hey man, don't chastise me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I work here. Call the police, nigga. I said, I'm not a nigger. He said, well, call the police, cracker. I said, hold on a second. I went inside, I put my pants on, and I came straight up here to the office to tell you what they did. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and argue with somebody who I know is, you know, intoxicated, and I could very easily defend myself, you know what I mean, against. I'm not gonna do that to myself or, you know, put myself in a predicament like that. So I came up here and I did the right thing and I told you immediately. I mean, I called the police several times for the past 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know what more to do. Yeah, I'm having some kind of technical issue right now. I can't even pull it up like there. It's
Is there anybody I can call you as soon as I get it pulled up? I'm gonna have to call fitness support.
So,
I'm gonna keep the camera pulled up on my phone. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna do due diligence. Matter of fact, he's out there now. If you want to go in there, I'm gonna go to the edge and I'm gonna listen.
that'll work.
That way, if he says anything, I got actual.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, that'll work.
And I'll give you a call as soon as I get that list.
You calling me all kind of nigger and cracker and all this here, man? What's wrong with you, man? You out here smoking all day at night, negotiating drug sales with people.
I don't drug sales.
Man, I'm in the room right next door to you, man. I hear this all day. So you in room 104, I'm in room 107.
I work here.
You negotiating drug sales with people who are next door, bro.
No, I don't.
I can smell narcotics coming from the room you standing in front of.
They don't know about that.
I can smell narcotics,
Not
man.
coming from here.
Man, come on,
They're not
man.
from here.
Listen, man.
Hey, check this out. Where you came from? Appalachia?
Why you asking me that?
Because I'm asking you.
Well, you just called me all kind of nigger and cracker. Now you want to know where I'm coming from?
Then whatever.
What?
Look, just like when you was over there, when you thought the niggas was trying to assassinate you, I was the one that not letting you actually forget anything. Come on, so we already
You
know.
was working directly
We
with them
already,
selling
we already
drugs.
know your bearings.
You know my barriers.
Your bearings.
Let's not argue with the guest, man.
Yeah, I'm a guest too.
I know that's what guests don't argue with other guests like that.
I'm a guest also.
All right, well, let's treat other guests with respect.
I'm a guest. Try to guess and treat you with respect.
I'm just asking you not to argue with another guest.
Absolutely. But
You
I'm a
wanna-
guest
when
also.
he's arguing, you want to talk about I work here? Because you're an employee or
Because
you're a guest right
because I
now.
don't sell drugs.
Are you an employee or a guest right now?
I'm a guest
All
right
right,
now.
so let's treat other guests with respect, okay? Don't pull up the I work here excuse when you're acting like a guest.
Because I don't sell drugs.
All I'm asking you is not to follow this man, not to argue with this man.
Okay. I asked him not to argue. He asked me not to call. I told him to call the cops.
Like I said, just
Kurt, this,
stop arguing with the man.
Kurt, can I talk to you?
I mean, I got it on video. I just got the recording. You argue with me.
Okay, cool. But, Kurt, when the dog was out here barking, I said, I don't know whose dog it is. I said, call the cops.
All I'm saying is leave the man alone.
Okay.
Leave the man alone.
And ask him to,
I will, but leave the man alone.
okay, ask him to do the same.
Keep it to the
Can
minimum.
you ask him to do the same?
Seriously.
Can you ask him to do the same?
Can you just stop?
Kurt, can you ask him to do
can
the
you
same?
stop?
While
Can
we're
you
here.
stop? As a person that works and lives here as a guest, stop. Be a responsible adult. Be a good
Can
citizen.
you ask him to do the same while we're here?
I got something for you.
No, just Kurt. I'm just asking.
No. I'm sitting here trying to tell you to act right.
Sure.
But you don't
Sure,
even
just do it. I got it.
No, sir.
Yeah,
So
so
I'm gonna call my boss and send it to him.
yeah, so I'm glad you did that for me, man. I really appreciate
I mean, I'm
that.
trying to take care of my guests. I promise you, I am. He's not gonna keep doing that. You heard me when he talked about I work here. Don't use that when you want to say I'm a guest. Don't sit here and say you work here. Either you're a guest or you're a worker right now. Which one is it? It's one of the two.
Right.
Let's see if this is working yet. It's not been here with him. Can't stand it, man. He gonna get me heated.
Yo, literally, as soon as he opened that door in front of the room that he's in, 104, I could smell the narcotics coming out of there. It smells distinctively like methamphetamine and what they use to cut methamphetamine with.
I got you. If you don't mind, though, just go back to your room for a minute. Let me call my boss.
Yeah.
Let me see what he wants me to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna try to find an empty room somewhere nicer. I'll see. Like I said, I can't make any promises about quietness or whatever, but I'll do my best. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So he also mentioned about what happened at 164, talking about those guys trying to assassinate me and all that.
I don't know why he brought anything else that he shouldn't have.
But that's what I'm saying. He's well aware.
Oh yeah, just Charles being Charles. This is another guest that he's bothering on a regular and comments to her when she walks out the room. He's doing the same thing to him.
He knocks on my door all hours of the night.
Well, he apparently he's selling and smoking narcotics and negotiating drug sales for people in this hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I witnessed
Because he
this
comes up to
several
me, here's excuse me. He comes up to me all the time going, you got anything to smoke? No, but do I look like I smoke? I eat. I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? This is my kid.
Right.
And you sit outside my door all hours of the night smoking dope, and yeah, I do call the police.
Yeah.
But they don't tell you who called.
Right.
You know, I don't want to smell that shit in my room. I don't want my kids smelling that shit in my
That's
room.
all.
It seeps directly into the room.
Y'all are both going to the exact same thing. But like I
Yes.
said, I'm just telling him to just go ahead and go back to your room for now. I'm about to call my boss because I just had an argument with Charles.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I will light his ass up. I have a concealed carry permit.
Well, we don't want to go that far.
I'll pepper spray him first.
I can deal with the pepper spray. No gun action. We don't need that.
I know mine's it's put up. I'm
Yeah,
never
just
do
go ahead
that.
and go back to the safety of your room for a minute and let me see what I can get handled, okay?
Yeah, so I came back around the other side. 'Cause I saw him walking behind
If
me.
you
So I
want, you
didn't
can
know.
go this way and go around the back of the building so you don't have to walk past him. But it's up to you.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I walked through the other side while he was talking to you because I saw he was walking towards you.
Yeah.
Yelling, so I didn't know what his
So
intention was.
just whatever you
Yeah,
do,
that's fine.
if he says anything, don't say anything to him, just walk straight by.
All right.
Just,
Yeah.
just.
Because I'm going to start recording it.
How you doing?
It's necessary. You know what I mean? So I literally had to go to the hospital because I caught the coronavirus from whoever was out there smoking and coughing and spitting in front of my room all night.
All these cords.
It's them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I witnessed it too many times and it's making me sick. So it's getting to an extent where it's affecting my health. And there's children out
Are you
there.
next door to him?
Yeah, there's children out there also playing all night and all day while they're doing that stuff.
There's people they left and the police are looking for that little girl.
Take him up there. I put him in Charles' room. That's where she was last seen.
Yeah. Charles Ray, he's probably a chumbo too.
Alright.
He pays hookers with
I'm
rooms.
about to go call my boss.